intro video. Oh, okay.
Stream is live.
Yeah. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Real Recognize Real Talk radio show. I'm your host, Franchella.
And I'm the co-host, Lynette.
And I'm your co-host, TL.
Yeah. And shout out to our other
Real
co-host,
Recognize Real
Stacy,
Radio.
Yes.
who
Get
is not
well.
feeling well today. Get better, get better, get better. As I said in our text, I think he was a little scared of what the conversation about the be. Okay.
My brother Black ain't never scared. He probably legit sick. He ain't
Look,
scared.
I hope you still watching, Stacy. Okay, so you can pop on at any time. We get a little heavy. You just dive. You just dying to dive in.
And y'all know my word. It probably was a trigger. It probably was a trigger. But anyway, before we get into our conversation, we want to get into a little bit of hood news. It's been so much going on out there, y'all. Like it's been crazy. So the first thing is LA.
Right.
My son is now home back on the East Coast, and I am so thankful and so blessed that he's no longer in LA right now with all this craziness and madness of the fires going on. My prayers are out to each one, rich or poor.
To those people in LA.
Yes, you
Yeah.
know, a loss is a loss, you know, and it's devastating when you put everything into something and, you know, I just can't imagine. I know it's material things. Thank God, you know, no lives. I mean, I think a few lives were lost.
Right. I think they're in the 20s and counting now.
Yeah. But it could be more. It could be more with the devastation.
Absolutely.
Looking at some of the videos, oh my gosh, it's like, you know, it's crazy losing
Everything
like
material
neighborhoods.
can be replaced. It's the people, you know what I mean? The
Right.
people have to
People
come
in
together
picture.
and make sure everybody has something to eat. Make sure everybody has at least somewhere to sleep, lay their head. You know, it might not be comfortable at first, but it's like, just getting through it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And shout out to the American Red Cross because they are always there for people, you know, at times like this. So shout out to the American Red Cross for all that you do for people when they get displaced and need, you know, food and shelter and clothing and everything that you so graciously. And shout out to everybody, the I don't want to say regular people, but the people in the neighborhood and the communities that were impacted that are going back to help those to other people that were impacted as well. So shout out to y'all. And it's all about helping each other and loving on one another, and especially in times like this. So
Right.
our
So I
prayers are
saw,
with
you know, it's so many firefighters out there. It's just so many different things that are in question, right? One is somebody starting these fires?
Right. You wonder.
But they did catch one guy starting the fires. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with a guy named Billy Carson. Shout out to you, Billy Carson.
I've heard.
And he was given the reason, almost a similar thing to when those those wildfires in Hawaii got started, right? So you know that they have a contract for LA to host the Olympics, right?
Right.
And they didn't really have anywhere to build the Olympic Village or the Olympic Stadium or that type of contract. And they also want to turn Los Angeles into a what you call a smart city, kind of like Tokyo and China have these smart cities where everything runs on like
Energy, solar energy.
solar, and also everything is automated, and run basically, off like internet services and that kind of thing, right? Um, Artificial intelligence, that sort of thing. So I don't know. It seems a little suspicious to me that it's actually four different fires, right?
Right.
For one, four or five. I'm not. I forget. I think it's four, but it may be five different fires, and they all happened at the same time, and there's no water in the reservoirs, and
Right,
they laid
right,
off the
right,
fire, a lot of people in the fire department, and there's no water at the fire hydrants. And you know what I mean?
right.
It's too many. It's kind of too many.
So they,
Question marks.
You know
well, as
what I
far
mean?
as the water, they were saying it's a company, a person that owns,
A billionaire.
yeah,
I've,
that
I've
owns
heard.
the
Right.
water or something, and and that's how they trying to get rich. Probably didn't, I don't know, fill up the tank like he's
Yeah, they
supposed
never
to.
increased their reserves.
Right,
Right.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So was
And they
that
said,
purposely? Who knows? You know what I
Right.
mean? But the thing is, like, a major city like Los Angeles should never be short of water. Come on.
never,
Absolutely. Especially with all the fires they have. You know what I
right.
mean? It's not like this is a first incident. So
Yeah.
that exactly is a necessity, So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And shout out to the firefighters who
Yes. And,
are
and the
like
first responders.
yes, fighting
Mhm.
this tirelessly, fighting this fire.
Mhm.
You see that they got prisoners on that's fighting the fires, and there
Right,
are
right, right.
things going around on social media that they need to be compensated more. I think they're getting like $10
$10.
a day or something like that, and
Mhm.
And
they
they
need
even
to
have prisoners. That they have certain prisoners that have
Yeah, that,
permission to go out, to get out of prison, to go help fight
yeah,
fire.
that's what she just said. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
the time, as long as they're not, I'm assuming they wouldn't send violent criminals out to fight because they're going to try to escape any way they can, or I mean, I just hope it's more petty crimes, non-violent offenders that they're kind of sending on
Oh,
the front
who
line.
knows?
And then
But
I also saw the Mexican firefighters that were marching to
Coming
go.
over the border. Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
So it's just crazy, but shout out to everybody, and just prayers up.
Yes,
Shout out to all
absolutely.
those who are helping, who are on the front lines, who are there helping
Okay,
people, and prayers out to all the families who either lost someone or lost their homes. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
And so it's so, like I said, there's so much going on in life right now. Life be
Mhm.
life.
Life be life, and for sure. But you
What
gotta
else
keep,
we
you
got?
gotta
What else
keep
we got on the
going.
menu tonight, ladies?
uh,
Yes, yes.
I said,
Before
what
we,
else we
before
got
we,
on the menu tonight?
before we dive in, we gotta do. We are. Well, I don't know about you, TL, but Franchella and I are huge Eagles fans.
yes,
Okay.
you are.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Huge. You
I bleed green. That's right.
you bleed green. Okay, so all
Right.
three of us bleed green. So on the count of three, we shout out to the Eagles, and y'all are doing the damn thing this season. So shout out to the Eagles. On the count of three, we're gonna do the chant. All right, y'all with me?
All right. I'm with you.
EAGLES.
Yeah, yes. 1, 2, 3. E.
EAGLES. Eagles.
E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. He all fast. He all fast with it. He, he all fast with it.
Y'all get the gist. Y'all get the
Yeah,
gist. Go Bird
exactly.
Nation. We love
Yeah,
y'all.
that's right.
Yes,
Yep. Get ready for the
yes,
Super Bowl. I'm telling y'all. I'm letting
yes.
y'all know right now. We
The thing
going
is,
all the way.
I'm hoping they make the Super
Oh,
Bowl
we
or,
going
or,
to the
No.
or,
Super
or win
Bowl.
the Super Bowl and all that. But the thing is, if they don't,
We are.
Yeah,
my
right.
man Saquon Barkley, he sat out last week for nothing. You know what I mean? He could have had the all-time rushing
Record.
record. And it'll be a shame that if they don't at least make it to the Super Bowl, if he don't,
But they
you
are.
know,
They are.
They
he
They
are.
shouldn't
We
have had a
are.
chance to get that to go after that record because that only comes along once in a lifetime.
We claiming it, TL. It
Yes.
has been done. It's done.
I'm hoping so.
So with that being said, there was a guy who was taunting a Packers fan last week, and calling her out her name, calling her names and everything. It's one thing, rooting for your team and saying your team is trash, stuff like that, that's okay. But when you start calling people out their name and taking it to another level, that's a no-no. So dude got fired from his job. He was a high-paying CEO, I believe. He got fired from his job. And that's crazy because it's like, y'all don't know already, social media is taking people down, except for freaking Trump.
Yeah.
He the only damn person who don't be taken down.
I got one question about that though.
What?
Where was her man?
Like, hey, that part right there,
Where was
T.I.
her man at, right?
TL, he was right. I call him T.I. TL, he was right. He was right there. He waited to the last minute because he was taunting this girl the whole entire time because she had on the whole Packer gear outfit. And
that's why women need a man, a real man. That's why women need a real man around, right?
That's what,
part of our job as men is to be protectors, right?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of men. There's a lot of women out here who don't have that protection. You know what I mean?
No,
so
got you.
Well, that lead up into it. I didn't mean to segue into something else already, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, that's perfect. You rolling right into the conversation that we were going to talk about, the adult conversation.
Right. That's why women, I don't know, like I don't know where, especially our women, right? That's what I've been noticing more. It's more or less our women who have this, I would almost say, delusional outlook on what they think life and what they think relationships should be about. Like, because like, first of all, in my experience, I've only been single lately for the last couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I found that women, they got this laundry list of things that
Some
they want in
women.
a man, right? But then, when you turn it around and look in the mirror, what is your what do how many things on that laundry list do you fulfill?
Right.
What do you bring to the table?
Right.
What's your, you know what I mean? And I think it's sad in a way because it's really affecting our not only our community but our culture and everything. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like all our women want to do now is show their ass and titties on the internet and like a lot of disrespectful type stuff, man. And it's like it's kind of sad if you think about it.
It really is. It really is sad. And I hate that younger women, and I'm not talking about, I do want to preface that it's not all women, it's some
No, I didn't
women.
say all.
It's not all men, it's some men. Right. Right. So I do want to preface that. And it is sad because a lot of times, like I heard somebody say that it always has to do with supply and demand in terms of what people prescribe to and what people like. In one breath you hear some men say, I want a natural woman. I ain't into BBLs. I ain't into, the body jobs or whatever. But then you see those women are the ones who get the likes and the followers and the attention. So some women with low self-esteem might say, well, I want that, or I want to be like that, or I want to whatever. So it's like what people prescribe to is the sad part.
But all attention ain't good attention.
Oh, I totally agree. You see what I got on, right?
A snack on the platter. He ain't looking to cuff that. He ain't looking to treat that no type of way. He want to hit and run. You know what I mean? Just because it looks good, or to me, it don't even look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
It's
that's just
all
me. Everybody got their own. They own what they like or whatever.
Right.
But
and in line with what you were saying in terms of the list, I think it goes both ways. I think men have lists and women have lists.
You have to have some kind of list. Like you can't.
But some lists are unrealistic. Some lists
but
are
men's
unrealistic.
lists aren't as long as women's, and men's lists are actually quite simple. Men just want peace. Men want a girl that's going to bring him peace. Men want a girl that's going to be submissive.
Men want more than that.
Men want a woman that's going to be, in his corner, got his back.
Yeah.
That pretty
two,
much.
2 out of 3 is good.
And what else? And what else?
2 out of 3 you just said is good.
And a sexy, a sexy body and a sexy attitude.
Okay, that's 4.
Other than that, men are basically easy to please.
Some men
asking for a woman to have 6 figures. We're not asking for a woman to be our protector. We're not asking for a woman to pay any of our bills. We're looking for companionship and without a lot of headaches. It's simple.
Can she be cute or ugly?
Oh, she want to be cute. Yeah. She needs to be cute. But there's a difference in manufactured cute and just plain old natural beauty. Right. You know what I mean?
Like Francella and
because these days, that's what I'm talking about. But see, a lot of these women nowadays, and this is all my opinion, you know what I mean? They suffer, a lot of women suffer from insecurity and low self-esteem, right? Where they have to throw on a whole bunch of makeup, Okay, all right.
And I don't have any on, in case y'all want to know.
All right, I got a question.
Okay, what's your question?
What if a man, right? What if a man were to take the hair of an Asian man or a white man and glue it to his head? Or take some,
when we talking about my brain,
something to his eyelashes, or wear a whole bunch of color by numbers and paint their face, right? You would be looking at us like we crazy,
right?
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, some of them lashes do be like extremes for real.
No. Here's the thing. You have an extreme, like, so I'm not a makeup person. I'm not a lashes and all that other stuff, right? But some women do. They look gorgeous, and depending on, like, as long as you're not wearing that and in your house and in the bed and you wake up, like, I'm looking at some movies, I'm like, oh, she all made up, waking up, like, that's not realistic. You know what I mean? Like, so when you go out, sometimes if it's not overdone and it looks natural, it is a beauty to it. Like, sometimes I look and I'm like, wow, I wish I can do some of that. It hides some of the blemishes.
Until you laid down with a woman and then woke up looking like,
I was getting ready to say that some women look amazing. Y'all, I was getting ready to say that makeup does wonders for some women. So you be like, who in the world
is totally different without the costume?
Yup.
You know what
that reminds me of the movie.
We gotta have our women get rid of these costumes because it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Y'all remember the movie? I'm going to get you, sucker.
Yeah, when she took her leg off.
Right.
But but sometimes with ridiculous. Women. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It's crazy.
With women, sometimes, like you said, it's the outward, they got the makeup, the hair, the lashes, and all of that, the nails and all of that or whatever. But with men, some of them is flashy. You know what I mean? They gotta have on a name brand. They gotta be flossing in front of their car. With some men, they portray like, oh, I got money. You know what I'm saying? So some women portray, oh, I'm beautiful, and some men portray, oh, I got money. I'm that bull. So we both put on facades for whatever reason, exactly, to try to get to try to get what we think we want, or who might want us. But it's like you saying, TL, you're attracting the wrong kind of people. When you flash your money and you flashing this, talking about, oh, I can do this, then as soon as somebody put their hand out and be like, well, give me some, don't be like, oh, you a gold digger. No, you showing me how to treat you.
Here's the secret I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna drop this game on y'all real quick.
All right.
The easiest way to tell if a man has money.
Look at his sneakers. Look at his feet.
Is if you never see it.
What'd you say?
The easiest way to tell if a man has money is if you never see it.
Wait, I don't get that one.
No, I do, because let me tell you, the brokest people look like bums. I mean, the richest people look like bums.
Or anybody. A man that has money, who he got to flash money? What do he got to prove to anybody?
Yeah.
It's the people that don't have money.
Exactly. They feel like they got to
try to front like he got this and he got that.
That's so true.
It's true to some extent, but not all people.
That's the
it could be some guys that show you they don't have no money and they really don't have no money.
I'm just saying.
That's
a
true
lot of these
too.
guys that you see in these, I'm not gonna say all. I'm saying a lot. Some. I know a lot. A lot of these guys that you see in these flashy cars and all this jewelry on and all this, this, that, and the third with, flashing money and talking about making it rain. And if you see a guy that's on taking pictures of himself on social media all the time, that's a female trick, for one.
And why would you want somebody to want you for your money? That's my thing. Like, why would you want somebody to want you for your money? Like, you putting it out there, and then when they treat you as such, now you got a problem with it. When that's what you put forth, you telling them, okay, this is what I'm about. Most good women want substance. They all of that money, don't matter how much money you got, if your character is
guys with them flashy cars come with a new.
Exactly, and that's how I look at it, TL. Like, I'll be like, okay, that car, to me, you ain't got that much money because you got more bills that you gotta pay for all of that stuff. You gotta pay for all of that stuff. So I look at it on the flip side, like, oh wow, you got a lot of bills. One tire gonna cost you about $500. So
she's talking about one tire.
Exactly.
No, she did right. No.
Exactly. I know, because we're gonna talk about that, but yeah.
You know what? I get it's to each his own, because that's what some women flock to. Yeah. They see the money and they flock to it. I teach my kids
with bad intentions. Those are women with bad intentions. So fellas, pay attention.
Right. I teach them to always be able to fend for themselves and have for themselves, and anything else will be extra. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Because it's hard. You have to, even when you get into a relationship, right, with somebody, you have to still make sure that one person can be able to take care of the household, whether it's women or men, because life out here is unpredictable when it comes to jobs, right? Either man or woman, so that if he loses his job, she's able to hold him down until he gets back up. If she loses her job, he's able to hold everybody down, because you get into having two incomes and you just spend and live above your means.
And if the chick is with you just for money, what you think gonna happen when the money gone?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta really pay attention.
There's a lot of goofy niggas out here that just they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And they do what they do just to hit this chick, right? Spending all this money on her, blah 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 blah. But soon as the well dry up, they off to the next one.
Exactly. No, and so you gotta pick and choose, the type of person that you want in your life. You know what I mean? We do have that option. You pick and choose.
You do have that option, but you can't have a list of 10 characteristics you want. You got to break that down, and you got to choose what's the most important to you. You know what I mean? besides physical, right?
Another
You
thing
want
is,
somebody that's going to really that you trust, right? That you trust,
right.
that treats you well, that
Right.
you know what I mean, that will give you peace, as you talked about, TL, that will give you peace.
Right.
And then you look at the outer. It got to be the inside and working to the
To me,
outside.
that's the most important thing. I don't care.
High five. High
No,
five.
no, no, no,
To
no.
me,
That
that's
was
the
no high
most
five.
important thing because
No
I pay
high
my
five.
own
Wait.
bills. So the most important thing to me is for a female to bring me peace. If
Right.
you can't bring me peace, what I need you for?
Right. Right. I that was a sidebar. Like, oh, wait a minute. One of my biggest problems, and my mom could attest to this if she's watching, because
You watching?
she
You watching?
always says, Lynette, you can't keep worried about the looks. You can't keep worried about the look. What if he treats you nice? And I said, Mom, it's unfortunate because we wouldn't even get to that if I wasn't attracted to him. So I have to be attracted to somebody first, and then I get to know that what's on the inside. But my mom says it should be what y'all are saying, the opposite.
Well, only way that's going to happen. For an example, like, okay, either on a job or in church, or I'm trying a social club that you belong to, a bowling club. Only way that'll happen is you're just co-workers or friends at church. You're on the same team and you're doing stuff together,
Well, you going
and
to
you
the
start.
supermarket.
Yeah, but I'm saying it has to be in those type of environments where you get to know them. It wasn't first like, let's have a relationship. I want to, I want to take you out. It's just that you in the same group.
Right.
So now you get to see how this person move and shake because y'all on the same bowling team, for an example.
Right.
And so now you get to talk to them. You get to see. They're cracking you up. You're laughing, whatever. So you see that day. Then you might become attracted to them because of.
Not me. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I like it might be a bad thing. I don't know. But
look at
but
Tony. Tony talking about they
I
have to have looks. It is what it is.
thank you, T. Thank you. Thank you. That's my big brother right there. You have to be attracted to somebody, to me. And I don't care what people say.
yeah,
I don't
you
think you
have to
would
be
date an
attractive.
ugly
You have to
person.
be. That's what initially. That is what initially catches your eye, right?
Right.
A guy not gonna catch your eye if you're not attractive.
Right.
A woman is not gonna catch your eye if you're not attractive. That's
Right.
first.
That's my point.
But after
Okay.
the attraction, then there's the personality. Then there's the the conversation. Then there's the you know how he treats you, how he respects you.
That makes you
You know what I
even
mean?
more
And
attractive. That
how
makes
he's
you even
upfront
more.
about his
That way, y'all.
situation.
If Tony ever says that I'm mean, y'all got it right here. They can be nice all they want. Holler back. I say so.
Exactly.
So now y'all know that he loves me just the way I am, TL.
Well, you're attractive, Franchella. So we talking about people that
Hey, there's a lid for every pot.
there's a lid
Hey,
for every pot. Absolutely.
I like that. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I
Some
just
pots
have
have
to
a
be
couple
attracted to
lids,
the
you know what I'm
person.
saying, too, but they all fit, as long as it fits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you like OJ? If it fit, you
yeah.
gotta quit. If it fit, you gotta quit.
I think everybody just has their own personal preference. That's all.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
you
That's
just
it.
get
But
what
I just want to say this: don't let your preferences in your list keep you lonely.
right, or keep you alone, not necessarily lonely, but alone. Because I'm not
Uh,
lonely.
it's actually one and the same when we're talking about life
Right.
and when we're talking about um, living your life. Uh,
So, do you have any
to the
lonely
end.
moments,
Like, so when you
Lynette?
retire, right?
Go ahead.
When
I'm
you
sorry.
retire,
Say that again.
Would you be okay? Would you be okay when you retire, just living alone, like, and not having a substantial person in your life to share?
Traveling, to not have somebody. Listen, to not have somebody to travel with and enjoy life with, it probably would be. I probably wouldn't want to do that. However, it wouldn't stop me from living my best life. Like, I can't just wait on that person. You know what I'm saying? I gotta enjoy life because
you'll be living your life, but it wouldn't be your best life.
Oh, it'll be my best life. It will because you live the best life that you can with what you have, not with what you're waiting for. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us.
That's exactly my point.
Tomorrow's not promised to any of us, but I'm not going to settle for the sake of just having something.
I didn't say settle.
All right, well, we just. So Franchella asked me, do I ever have lonely points? The only time I can honestly say that I do feel that loneliness is on holidays, like Christmas, Valentine's Day get ready to come up, New Year's Eve. Those days, even though I was with people, like I was with people Thanksgiving, I was with my family, and I was with my friends on New Year's Eve, a few of my friends. Christmas, I was with my mother. So, but it was still not the same because I've had that intimacy.
That doesn't sound to me like living your best life, though.
I'm talking about out of 365 days of a whole year. I'm talking about the holidays is only when I feel that alone. That loneliness. Yeah. Right. That's it. But the rest of the days, I'm good.
and I think that's because you have a life. You shaking
exactly.
That's what it is. When you shaking and moving, sometimes you ain't got time to be thinking about you feeling alone.
And I'm dating, and I am dating, so it's not like I don't have men that I'm not talking to or going dining out with. I am dating,
right?
So yeah, it's different. Now I do want that. Let me clear the air because I always gotta clear the air for people that might be watching. I do want a relationship. I do. I want a serious relationship, a committed relationship with me. And one person, TL, is rocking out. You know what I mean? Right. But it's just that I don't want to just. You can't give goodness to everybody you meet. Right. They have to deserve it. They have to be worth it, and we have to be worth each other. So yeah. So when that time comes, we'll rock out. And I'll invite y'all to the wedding.
your big brother said,
I wish you the best.
Thank you. I wish you the best too. What he say? Your God's child also L baby. I'm saying so it will come to you. I know that's right. I'm God's child. That's right. That's right.
So just wait on, because he wait. He don't want to send you no nut behind dude. He want to send you the right one.
I've been meeting them. Sometimes he's preparing me.
Yep,
he's definitely preparing.
But he also knows, Lynette, you gotta work on yourself too.
And this is why he's sending me things so that I can work on myself.
Hey, yeah. Check this out.
What?
It was the guy, right? He fell off this cruise ship, and the cruise ship didn't know, right? And he was in the water.
I sent him a boat. I know the story.
Oh, okay. You know the story?
He sent him a boat, and I sent you 3 boats, you big dummy.
Right. God kept sending him people to rescue him, and he got, "Oh, God gonna help me."
Yeah.
And then after the fool drowned, he get to heaven, and the guy was like, "God, how you? I believed in you. I trusted in you. I thought you was gonna save me."
Yeah.
He's like, "Nigga, I sent you 3 separate people to help you get out the ocean."
Yeah. and that is that.
So sometimes you have to. You have to
so TL, you one of those boats?
He trying to be. No,
you trying to be one of those boats?
Not anymore. Look, not anymore.
You never know.
No. The answer is no, Franchella. He good now. He's selling. He's selling off to Indonesia.
Oh yeah.
But listen, there's some truth to that, because like that's why when I talk to God and I'm like, God, I know what you said and I know what I said. This time I'll be like, this time I'm not gonna throw him back. I'm not gonna throw him back this time, you know. But because when I can honestly say that I've had decent men in my life and I've had horrible men in my life. And now I know when I had decent men in my life, I was younger and I didn't know the difference. I didn't know that. I thought all men just want sex. They just act in this way because they want something from you. But they genuinely was decent men. But I was too immature to appreciate them at the time. Now that I'm older and been through the rough ones, I'm like, oh wow, that what I had was pretty decent, and I should have appreciated it when I had it. But anyway.
But I think now I think you realize
Absolutely.
the window starts to close after.
Right? And guess what? Whenever I do find them, I'm be like this. Don't you run!
Come back!
Oh, get over there, like we rocking out, me and you, baby.
I know that's right.
All right, so enough about that.
Let's here's the thing about holding on too tight as well.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I don't think. Well, never mind. Let me shut up. Nobody ever left me, TL. So I think he be holding on tight. If he's smart, he would. If he's smart, he would. If he's dumb, then he'd be like the rest of them. But anyway,
what's the common denominator in that picture, though?
Me leaving. That's the common denominator.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm trying to stay now. I'm trying to stay. It's hard, y'all. Some men make it so hard to stay with them. I don't know why.
They do. I know. And TL has this whole list of characteristics that you should have, but the men also have to play their part. And that's the problem. They got to play their part in order to get that piece. You ain't going to get that piece if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing in the household.
Sometimes it's hard to play your part when you constantly
nagging? Ain't that the other thing?
Right?
What you mean?
When you constantly bumping heads, it's hard to play your part sometimes, right? Because you always bumping heads.
Well, no, it's not.
Some women aren't. They aren't
hard to please.
No, they aren't willing to follow. If you have a man that's willing to lead and you're not willing to follow, you guys are always going to bump heads. So that doesn't mean he's a bad man, right? That just means that.
Here's the thing. Can I say this? I mean, there are so many wonderful, wonderful men out there. Husbands, fiancés, boyfriends, whatever you want to call them, right? Relationship. I have one, right? But at the same time, yes, you should want to follow and let your king lead. But so many kings have disappointed even through relationships and have not been there and done their job. And made the woman actually become the king and have to handle the kids, the household, and do everything like that. So when they get into another relationship, they're so independent. When they get into another relationship, they carry that independence because they don't want to be stuck in that same predicament that they were stuck in before. So as women sometimes can make it hard for other women to find a good man, it's also sometimes hard for men to find a good woman, because a lot of us are damaged because of previous relationships.
Right. And that's true. That's true. That's why I tell people that everybody should come with a clean slate. Like if I ain't had nothing to do with why you got trust issues, don't distrust me unless I gave you a reason to.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of, so it's both of us. We both carrying baggage. It's all about letting it go, because you don't know me and I don't know you. So let's enjoy each other. Let's put that time in so we can spend time together to get to know each other, so that we can base our judgment of each other solely based on our experience with each other, not with nobody else. And I think that's where this comes from.
And another thing, right? Speaking on that, like button heads and baggage and trauma. You know, we as Black people don't realize we all need therapy.
Absolutely.
We need therapy, counseling, all that. You know what I mean? Like,
Tia says it's hard being single too. I know you don't want
therapy
no
and
more mama's
counseling
boy.
after
That's
my
right. No
ex.
more mama's
I was
boy.
in a relationship for 25 years. And when
Mm-hmm.
that was over, you know, it kind of broke me for a certain amount of time.
Right.
So I had to build myself back up. And if I would have tried to bring the baggage I had from that relationship into my new relationship,
Right.
that would have been crazy.
Right.
But I'm
I
saying
think a
to you,
little bit.
you're one in a million. You're one in a million who is doing it the right way, but you're not. You don't have those that because like you said, even though it took you to a dark place and took you to even a depression stage, going through that. Some people don't come out of that. Like they come out of it, but they really don't, and they're afraid. They're scared of getting hurt again, or getting left again, and it is what it is, and this is like I said, life be lifing, right? And
right. And I hear it a lot that some men say, "Oh, you seem like you too good to be true," or they waiting for the ball to drop, or they thinking, "Oh, when they get close to you, they get scared. Oh, I'm scared of you." Like, why? I'm probably one of the safest things out here, but you'll never get to know that unless you get to know me. And to get to know me, you got to put the time in. And sometimes that's all I be asking for. Spend time with me. Let me know that. Show me that you're interested. And if you can't do that, go ahead. Bye, boy. Like, I don't have time to be wondering and guessing how you feel about me or whether you like me or not. I'm too old for that. You know what I mean? So the dating thing has been made to be so complicated, more complicated than it has to be. Like, and so it's not that you're bumping heads. Sometimes people just don't want to do the work. And then so we're going to get into the conversation. As soon as you communicate, because that's our next topic about communication. As soon as you communicate your wants and your needs, then somebody's looking at you and from a different light based on their past experience. Oh, you're nagging me. Oh, you're clingy. Or you're just like, no, I like you and I want to see you. What's up?
All right. No, you're right. But social media plays a big part in a lot of stuff. And it plays a part in people comparing themselves and wanting a relationship that is not for
fantasy.
them.
And it's a fantasy.
Right.
I think social media plays a part in low self-esteem in general.
Right.
Just because nobody posts, or not too many people post
bad moments,
the bad times, or post, I got these bills that's due, man, what I'm gonna do. Or nobody posts like, all you see is vacation pictures, booty shots,
happy moments, right?
When somebody finally get a good meal. You know what I mean?
Not you,
it's not an equal balance.
Right.
So it's mostly, everybody posting from this perspective up here.
Right.
And I'm not saying you got to post from down here, but what about in here? You know what I mean? What about like in here? You know what I'm saying? And then people take that, oh, this person is doing better than me, or this person is doing that, now I got to do that. Or this person went here, oh, I got to go there now. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we got to get rid of, first of all, we got to get rid of this hive mentality.
Right. We got to grow up. We got to grow up.
Everybody, right. Everybody can't have the same life. Some people's lives are going to, take them here. Some people's lives going to take them here. You know what I mean? And we just have to understand, especially us black people, man. Like we have to be able to stop being delusional and recognize like real life.
Right. And that's lived off of social media.
Absolutely.
Real
For those
life
of
is
you that are listening right now, if you want to be a part of this conversation, we will bring you right on in. Scroll on up to the top of the comments and you will see the link into the show. Just come on in the green room and we will put you up. You got something to say about your life or the conversation between communication versus nagging versus single and married or whatever, however you live in your life.
Relationships in general.
Yes.
Anything.
And we dwindling down, and I know y'all want to get to it.
Atia, shout out to Atia. She says you can be
responsible. Ready to get to it.
Say that again.
I said we dwindling down. It's 7:45. I know y'all want to get to it.
Or a conversation about polygamy.
Yeah.
So we talked about this on our last show, but it was such a juicy topic that we decided to continue the conversation on this show. So we talked about people with multiple partners, and just so before we dive in, we should have like a catchphrase that say bell is our word when a conversation get too heated, and if we start talking over top of each other, say bell.
Okay.
And bell means somebody got paused so that we can get it out. And no disclaimers, no judgment on anybody. These are merely our opinions, not facts. That goes for you, TL. That goes for me as well, and Franchella. So these are all of our opinions, not facts. Okay, y'all.
That's scary that you had to give a disclaimer before you go
into because sometimes people, when you talk about polygamy and you talk about things from a different perspective and different mindsets, sometimes people assume that we're attacking your theory, your logic. But we're not. We're not attacking it at all. We're just expressing ourselves and communicating our thoughts and opinions.
My people felt like you was attacking.
No, not you. Not you per se.
My decision making or my lifestyle. And
I'm sorry.
I just feel like I wouldn't.
So for all wait TL, for all of our viewers, new people that maybe just came on. Okay. You are that. This is your lifestyle, right? This is how you're living.
Right. I'm in a relationship with. Right.
Okay. And, but we're talking about polygamy in general.
I believe that polygamy is good for me for multiple reasons. Right. One, I love women. That's one.
Why you stutter when you said
that? Right.
No. Two is, financially, it's a good choice for me because the women that I deal with, they have jobs. I have a job. So 3 incomes is better than 1 income, right? And another thing is the companionship, the friendship. Like my women, they like each other. You know what I mean? They consider they're nice to each other. They considerate to each other. You know what I mean? They know each other. They you know what I'm saying? And it's I don't have to lie. I don't have to hide anything. And it works well because I'm open and upfront. I don't have to lie to anybody. Nobody has to lie to me. And we all communicate and we do our thing. We live our lives, and when it's time to have fun, we have fun. When it's time to pay bills, we pay bills. Just like any other relationship. You know what I'm saying?
I think that people should do what works for them. And if that works for you, then but it's no judgment on the part when people differ from that lifestyle. It doesn't make their lifestyle wrong, doesn't make your lifestyle right. It just makes it different. You know what I mean? And so I think that people do what works for them. And if you're in a mutual agreeing relationship where all of y'all decided this is what we're going to do together, then so be it. Rock out. But the challenge comes in is when people try to force their lifestyle onto you and try to make you seem like you got it wrong or you're doing it wrong because you don't subscribe to that lifestyle. That's where this bucks heads. I think people should do what works for them, you know. And as for me, I'm selfish and I want mine all to myself. And some people might say that's not realistic. It's not, men are not designed or whatever people want to say, but that's just my own personal preference. I'm not judging anybody else for theirs. That's just my own personal preference.
Can I tell you this one thing?
Not if you're trying to dissuade me.
I don't want nobody to take this the wrong.
Not if you're trying to dissuade me.
Most women are already in a polygamous relationship
and don't know it,
or they don't want to admit it, right?
It's called cheating.
So why why dance around the situation? Why not? If you're going to especially if you are
because it's not in their face, TL. Like it's different to be okay. So I'm not condoning cheating or anything like that. I'm just saying that if he's having somebody on the side, I don't know about him. I don't know how they look. I don't see them together. I don't hear nothing about them.
Right.
That's just something that's totally different than having somebody in your face and knowing, oh, Monday's her night. I wonder what they doing in like seeing it and knowing it is two different things than not seeing it and not knowing it. Wow. You know, even though
because your heart, like my heart could not take it. My heart could not take watching somebody that I love be loving and intimate, or sharing the love that I want him to have for me with someone else. My heart would just
but in a polygamous relationship, not only are you loving the man, you're loving your sister too.
Right. That's why I said if it works for you,
right? It's like a family unit.
Right, but that's why
there's no reason to be jealous, or there's no reason to be insecure.
But that's why I said you have. Right, but that's why I said that it has to work for all parties. So they're the type of people who can handle that type of dynamic. I'm not.
Is that because you're insecure?
No, it's not because I'm insecure at all. It's because I want my person I'm selfish. It's because I'm selfish. I'll say that.
It's selfishness and insecurity and jealousy. Are those good traits?
Because let me tell you, I'm definitely not insecure. Right. Definitely not insecure. But I am selfish.
Traits?
Huh?
Are those good traits to have?
What, selfishness? No.
Selfishness and jealousy.
I'm not jealous. The woman can't hold the match to me. So I'm not jealous of her at all. Exactly. So you need to erase that part. Okay.
Right.
Erase that part because they can't hold the match.
I'm not comparing you to any other woman. What I'm saying is the feelings that you manifest come from somewhere.
Right, me being selfish and not wanting to share, and it's because I feel like Bell. Yeah, Tony said Bell. Yes, I knew we was gonna need that, Tony. Thank you. I knew we was gonna need that. But what I'm saying is, if I love you, I don't want to share you. I want you all to myself. It's like having your favorite ice cream and you get down to the last drop and somebody be like, "Oh, can I have some?" Mm-hmm. Like you don't want to give it to them. You know what I mean? Like it's like I don't want to give it to them. This is mine. So and then let's talk about intimacy.
Right,
I'm kissing on you and I'm doing whatever, you know what I mean?
Lynette, if you doing him and her, then I guess it all works because you into both.
Well,
but
if that
but
works
he's
for
saying
those people, but I'm talking about,
right,
let's talk about me and the dude. I ain't into women. I'm talking about me and the
right.
dude. If
But I'm
I'm
saying
if we
some
sexually
people
intimate
might
and
be
all of
into
that,
both.
you think I want to know that thing that been somewhere else? Now I don't want to touch it because it's dirty to me now. So it then been used. It's community property. I don't want community property. I want what, even if I think it, even if it's mine, I want to think it. Even if it's not mine behind closed doors, let me just think it's mine. Then I could do whatever I want to do with it. But if I know I'm sharing it, I don't want it. I'm like, where you
So
think?
you want to own a person?
I
No,
I
it's not about
don't
owning.
own him.
It's
No.
commitment. It's commitment.
To
It's
one
all
person.
commitment.
It's commitment to one person.
One
That's what I'm
person.
saying. So
Right.
I'm not trying to say what you're doing is wrong, and I hope you're not trying to say what I'm doing is wrong.
I know
It's
what I'm
just
not doing.
different.
What I'm
It's
doing
just
is not
different.
wrong because polygamy has been around before
Oh, I know.
monogamy.
I know.
Look at the people in the Bible.
I know.
Look at Jacob, right? For instance, Leah, right?
Well, stop putting their name in there because then they think
Okay,
it's
all right,
us.
all right.
So
But
we're
there's
talking
people
about
in the
polygamy
Bible.
all in general. We're not judging anybody,
Right.
including.
There's people in the Bible who were sisters, right? And had the same man. And the one sister couldn't have any children.
Baby, Sarah.
So uh, the other sister, he had to have children with
Absolutely.
that sister. And
Absolutely.
then when God finally got back with the oldest sister,
Mm-hmm.
he said, "I'm going to give you children. More. You're going to have an abundance of children."
Right.
So then he even gave her what would they call it back then? Helpmates or
Helping me.
concubines or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And he had children with that. So it's
Right.
not about it. We got to take our mind off of
No, we don't. We have to do what works for us. That's it. We can't worry about what I
no,
can't worry
that's
about
right.
what you
You're
doing.
right.
You
You're
can't
right.
worry about what I'm doing. We
Right.
gotta
That's
mind
right.
our own business and do us
That's
individual.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's not
No, you're
the
exactly
friction
right.
comes in is when people try to convince you to think otherwise. It's like, no, I'm entitled to how I think just as much as you're entitled to how you think. You're entitled to your lifestyle just as much as everybody else is entitled to their own. That's why I said there's no judgment. The only friction comes in is when either party tries to change the mindset of the other party. No, it's okay that we don't think the same way. You live your life, you long as you happy. I live my life long as I'm happy. That's all. And everybody out there, that's why I said it's not about
But y'all asked me about y'all asked me and have been questioning me about polygamy. So that's why I'm bringing what I'm bringing to as information, and it's not a personal attack, or it's not I'm trying to change your mind. You guys asked me about it.
Right, but when you start using words like delusional and you got to think about it from this way. When you using derogatory words, it's almost like you're saying that what the other person is doing is wrong. But that's just like we didn't say, well, no, you're delusional and da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? We're just generally having
I never said you
conversation.
were delusional.
You did.
I said some women are delusional when we were talking about makeup and all of that. That's when I used
No, and when you go back and you watch it again, you'll hear yourself talk about we haven't made up in our mind that men is not. Would you say like we're all in the monogamous? We're like we think we're in monogamous relationships, but most people are in a polygamous relationship. And you talked about the
They just don't
delusion
know.
then.
I didn't say you were delusional.
Not me.
Most people are in monogamous and polygamous relationships, and either
And
they
don't
just
know.
don't know it or they don't want to admit it. That's what I said. I never said to anybody I was delusional. When I said people were delusional, we were talking about like the BBL, the makeup, and so forth.
Like the superficial stuff. Okay, well, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
So I just want people to just live your life and do whatever works for you, but don't try to force your lifestyle on nobody else. Let them live their lifestyle, and you find the people that's like-minded that is okay with what it is that you're doing. Just like TL, he found
That's what I've been doing.
his
That's
people.
what I've been doing.
He found his people, right? And so rock out. You know what I mean? Like if it works for you. Right. Now let me ask you this along those lines, but we talking in general because I don't want nobody to feel like we, talking about them.
Right.
Sometimes when people get into like Islam, they get to multiple wives and different things like that. Do you ever feel a concern about what if they try to set me up? Like what if they work together to then try to set me up and take everything I got and ride off in the sunset with each other, and now I'm left out? You ever think about
it? Never happened. I'm the king in this castle.
Okay.
Ain't nobody. How can somebody set me up in my own? I built this.
Okay.
Who put this thing together? Me. That's who.
That's right. Who put this thing
Me.
together?
That's who.
I told my team up in this joint. That's right.
Just be careful with it, though. That all I'm saying is just be careful with it, because when you meet women are very clever.
Yes, they are.
I treat my women. I mean, I treat women just like I treat my friends. I only have a small circle of friends. Right? I'm not friends with everybody. If Stacy was here, he'll tell you that. I can count my friends on my hand.
One hand. Yep.
And I don't, same way with women. I don't mess with any kind of woman. You know what I mean? Right. I don't mess with her just because she got a pretty face or a fat booty or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? That's not how I operate. You know what I mean? The women in my life are very thoroughly vetted, or like it's not just an instant. Oh, hey, how you doing? You want to get down with me for a little while? No, I'm not.
Well, that's what you did with me. Like,
she said you heard her. You heard her. She said that's what you did with her. That's what you did with her. She said.
Oh, you would be put through, you know what I'm saying? We would have to go on a few dates and get to talking and get to know each other. You wouldn't be, you would have to, when I offered you, to come on board, it wasn't like we was just going to instantly get married. I was just like, you know what I mean? You would have to come in, and we would have to date, and you would have to, meet my
other
people, and y'all would have to get along. Everybody would have to get it. So I'm not going to bring
see that. Wait, I'm going
friction, because, like I said, I need my peace.
Well, first of all, number one, that ain't Lynette's thing, right? But on the flip side, Lynette don't like girls. She can't be around y'all. We gonna be friends? No, I already can tell you that ain't gonna work.
I just seen Lynette. What y'all was at a bowling party? Not a bowling party. At some kind of little party hook up y'all had. No,
Franchella. Franchella's always having
that's party. What I'm saying. So what's the difference in you being friends with
because you in and out?
Yeah.
No, you be friends with women. You and Franchella not friends?
No, you in and out. Like we don't talk every day. We ain't hanging out every day. You gotta see this other woman every single day. Like that's a difference, yo.
Right.
Yeah,
and no offense to women out there. I love my sisters, but sometimes I can't tolerate them for too long.
Yeah, like it's extra. You know what I mean? Like you want to
hit the hormones and the mood,
right? I wouldn't try to force that on. You know what I mean? Because you already repeatedly said that that's not for you, right?
Right. Good.
So that's not for you.
Right.
I mean, that's cool. Right. Everything ain't for everybody.
Right. Exactly.
And with that said, We about to end the show.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Real Recognized Real Talk Radio Show. If you ever want to be a guest on the show, send an email to rrrtalkradio@yahoo.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, RRR Talk Radio. And Stacy, we hope you feel better. We hope to see y'all on our next show. Follow us also on our YouTube channel. We're trying to build up our followers. You can see other shows on our YouTube channel, RRR Talk Radio. Thank you y'all all for this wonderful conversation. Have a great evening, a great rest of the week.
Real Brothers Live. We may be starting our podcast back up soon as well. And I just want to say, hi, Rachel, hi, Leah, hi, Stevie. Y'all, hope y'all having a good night.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Thank everybody for tuning in.
See you next time, and go Eagles.
Yes, go Eagles.
Eagles. All right.